Welcome to another episode of the USATF Fantasy Show. My name is James Hill, and I'm along here with Jordan Testerman. And today we're going to be going over our picks and analysis for the 2025 USATF Throws Fest and the 2025 Track Fest. We're going to give you our lock of the meet, our dark horse of the meet, and our thing we're looking most forward to about the meet.
All right, starting off hot. My lock of the meet, I'm going over to Tucson for the Throws Fest. We're looking at the women's discus. The question was over under 69 meters. I'm going to have to go over for this one. Valerie Allman was a late addition to the field. We also got Gabby Jacobs. So it's a pretty decent field. Val had two throws over 69 meters in Shanghai at the Diamond League. She also had a 68.95 at Xiamen the week before. She also threw over 73 meters in Ramona, but you got to take those results with a grain of salt. There's great conditions there throwing at Ramona, but I thought it was interesting looking at the last three winners of this competition for the women's disc at Throws Fest. Two of them had their best throws of the season here at this meet outside of Ramona. So one of those being Gabby Jacobs. Gabby Jacobs, if you haven't heard the name, get familiar with it. I think Gabby Jacobs is really going to establish herself as one of the best women's discus throwers in the country. She just threw over 68 meters for the first time in Kansas, and she took 2 years off before coming back last year. She won this meet last year, so I think with Val being in the field this year, it's going to elevate everybody. I think we have a good chance of seeing at least one throw over 69 meters.
I'm going to have to hit you with a Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. I don't know that we're going to see a throw over 69 meters in the discus. I went through in 2023, the furthest throw in the women's disc was 65. That was Yaime Perez. Loggy threw 60 meters at that meet. Granted, Loggy is just a beast right now and is throwing just an amazing series every single time. But even last year, it wasn't quite the caliber of field we're seeing this year, but the top throw in that meet was only 61, 62. So it's going to be tough. I know that we have a loaded discus field. For me, I wouldn't say that that's my lock. I do think it's possible, obviously, but I don't know that that's my lock. My lock for this meet, I got two really, and I think it's both of the 1500s at Track Fest in California. Between the women, the faster than 403, you've got Shelby Houlihan, Christina Aragon, Taryn Rawlings, Katie Snowden. All of those are very, very capable of running under 403, and I think that they will push each other to run under that. And then same thing on the men's side. 336, you've got a loaded field. You've got Jake Whiteman, Josh Thompson, Sam Prakel, Vince Ciotti, who has been dominant on the roads. You saw him at the 1 mile just run a very, very good race and broke the American record. And then you've got my guy, Eric the Bolt Holt. You can never count him out. So between all of those, I think both of those races run under the projected line, and you see some fast races at Track Fest.
I mean, I'm going to use your logic against you here just for a sec, because you're looking at past results from Throws Fest. You're saying, okay, they threw 65 meters, 63 meters 1 year. I mean, if you look at the past results for Track Fest, I think maybe of those two lines, 336 and 403 respectively, I think they've only gone under one time in the last 3 or 4 years. So, I mean, I think the line is fair. Saying it's a lock, it's a little bit ambitious. What I will say, like I said, looking at the last 3 years in the women's disc, 2 out of the 3 winners had their best throw of the season outside of Ramona here in Tucson. So comparatively, as long as Val shows up to this meet, I think she's going to throw right around where she's been throwing in China, which is right around that 69, 70 meter mark. So
we'll see. Jordan, go ahead and give us your dark horse of the meet.
All right, this one's fun. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. So a new thing with the Throws Fest is we got all of the jumps being represented at this meet, so it's really a field fest. I don't know if we're going to change the name for this next year. We'll see. But my dark horse is coming out of the men's long jump. We got some veterans in the field. We got Will Williams. We got Stephen McCarter, names that anyone that follows men's long jump should be familiar with. We got the Olympic trials champion Jeremiah Davis in here. He's he also has the longest all conditions jump by any American so far this year. So we got some great jumpers in here. I'm not picking any of them to win this one. My dark horse is Cameron Crump. Cameron Crump is a name that a lot of people aren't familiar with, but let's go through what he's done. He's quietly had a pretty consistent, good season so far this year. He's gotten second at USA Indoors, second at the Last Chance BU meet, second at Florida Relays, second at Tom Jones, second at Drake. You're seeing a pattern here, right? He's gotten second a lot. That's why people aren't really talking about him. But I think this is Cameron Crump's time. He's shown really good consistency so far this year. He's gone over 8 meters 3 or 4 times. He made the finals at World Indoors. So I think with that should be like a big motivator for him. It's really putting him on the map. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with come time for USA Outdoors to make that World Championships team. So I think it starts here in Tucson. He's going to get the win.
I like it. I like that Cameron Crump pick a lot. Don't count out my guy Will Williams. Gig him.
Never.
You can't bet against my Aggies like that. But I will say Cameron Crump is a very, very good sleeper pick there. My dark horse. I went back and forth with this, but I'm going to go with Jordy Beamish over Kenneth Rooks. Kenneth Rooks has a hot name right now. You saw him in the Olympic Games, just captivated all of us. I'm practically in tears watching this race on my couch. It's awesome, awesome stuff. But Jordy Beamish right now just looks the part. He looks very good. It's a dark horse pick. I would not be shocked if Kenneth Rooks goes ahead and wins this race. But if I have to go one way or the other, that to me just seems like a logical, if you want to call it an upset pick. I would say Kenneth Rooks going down and Jordy Beamish going ahead and taking the win there.
I like that pick a lot too. I think it provides some interesting discussion because right now there's not a lot of data for these distance events, right? So we don't really know what people look like. I mean, Jordy Beamish is always game. He kind of broke out last season, got a medal at World Indoors, so that was good for him. He didn't have the best Olympics, but he's going to be someone that definitely factors in this race. And like you said, I mean, who could forget Kenneth Rooks at the Olympics? That was definitely a highlight moment for the American team. There's just not a lot of data right now. We'll see what happens. It should be an interesting race.
All right, so give it to me. What are you looking forward to the most across these two events?
This one's not super subjective. I think there's a very objective answer here, and it's definitely the women's hammer throw at Throws Fest. Let me break it down. So we got the world number 2, world number 3, 5, 9, 10, 14, 20, 21, 25, 26, and 30. That's 11 women in the world top 30 here at this meet in Tucson. That's unparalleled depth out of anything else that's going on around the world this weekend. So definitely one that you need to tune into and watch. 8 of those top 11 are American. So let's break that down. Like, this is the era of women's hammer throw in America right now. 2022, we started off with Brooke Anderson winning gold at World Outdoors and Janae getting silver. Janae got silver in 2023 and Deanna got bronze. Annette got silver at the Olympics last year. That's 4 different women in the last 3 years from the U.S. that have gotten a global medal in this event, and all of them are going to be at this meet competing, which is just awesome. It's rare to see this kind of depth outside of a championship meet. So, I think there's a clear answer for this one. I'm definitely most looking forward to the women's hammer. My prediction is Brooke Anderson takes the win here. Rachel Richardson is ranked number 10 in the world right now. She's the world leader right now. She threw over 78 meters in Ramona, but she lost to Brooke head-to-head at Drake Relays. And, Brooke is number 2 in the world for a reason. I think when she's at her best and she's on her A game, I don't think there's anyone in this field that can stop her. So I'm going with Brooke here.
Yeah, and for me, I think he stole my notes. Women's Hammer is definitely the event to look forward to. I'm super excited about it for all the reasons that Jordan listed. I mean, we've got Annette who won an Olympic medal in Paris. You've got 2 world medals from Janae, 2 world medals from Deanna, world medal from Brooke. It's just the depth is unreal, and I don't even want to say who I think is going to win, just because any of them can win. It is a loaded field. I think you're going to see just some very, very just amazing performances in Tucson. So I'm not even going to try and expand more than what Jordan did, because that was amazing. So that's kind of our picks and analysis for the Throws Fest and Track Fest. You can play along with us. The way the game works, there's 10 questions. Answer those 10 questions for a chance to win our prize of gift cards to the USATF team store. And if you want to follow along with the meet as it's going on, you can watch the USATF Throws Fest on usatf.tv and the Track Fest on FlowTrack.
Just a reminder that your picks are due on May 24th at 5 p.m. Eastern, so don't forget, it's just 10 questions. Go to usatf.org/pick'em.
These events are both contested on Saturday, May 24th. And if you're looking for some new USATF gear, go to usatf.org/store and pick up some new merchandise like what I'm wearing today. That's all for today's episode. We look forward to seeing everyone play. And for that, have a good one.